Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode number 9 of NDPesic Group Unedited. Insert music here. Hello, everybody. Deuce Pesic with NDPesic Group out of Tallahassee, Florida. It's a brisk Friday afternoon here in good old Tallahassee. 57 degrees, a bit chilly out, but not a cloud in the sky. Definitely great weather to get some stuff done. This episode, there was a couple of things that wound up happening in several conversations that I had with other innovators and entrepreneurs. And I'm going to take this slightly to a different level just for a moment, but just bear with me. I'm a big fan of the Big Bang Theory, and whenever they mention an interesting theory or a study or whatever, I usually tend to look it up just to see what the hell it is that they're talking about. But one particular concept kind of correlates with what I want to talk about today, and just bear with me. There was an episode where they talk about the Anthropic Principal, and I'm going to try to get this right here in the first shot. The Anthropic Principle states that if we wish to explain why our universe exists the way it does, then the answer is that it must have qualities that allows intelligent beings to arise that are capable of asking the question. Okay? That's the Anthropic Principle. The way I see it correlating with some of the conversations and such that I've had with other innovators and such is one of the things that I found is that quite a few people tend to go ahead and get frustrated or angry when something that they may have thought about years ago comes in a light where somebody else wound up bringing that same idea to market, and they wound up succeeding at accomplishing that particular innovation. And to me, it's in a sense that I don't feel that people should be angry. I think people should be grateful that they were on the same mindset as other brilliant individuals in this world came up with the same solution as they did. Sure, it does get, a little frustrating in a sense, but ultimately, the end result is what's important. For example, last year I was working for this particular local pharmacy store, and it started about January of 14. And every time I walked by the baby aisle, I looked at, the vaporizers and the humidifiers and such, and I often thought, wow, to have those particular types of technology, if we could somehow implement it in a larger scale, maybe we can go ahead and create water for areas that are in drought locations. So, it's just one of those things that have been on the back of my mind, all year long. I understand that there needed to be condensers and compressors and purification system and, power to run it and so forth. And then, lo and behold, right around between Christmas and New Year of 14, the article came out where UTEC, the University of Venezuela, University of Technology in Venezuela, wound up developing the water billboard. Now, for me, it was specifically exciting in a sense that I wasn't upset that somebody came up with the idea that I've been thinking about, all year long, because they executed it flawlessly. What I'm not ashamed to say is that I wept in a sense that the end result is what mattered, and that was people that did not have drinking water are now able to have a supply of drinking water, things that you and I would probably not you know, that would probably take for granted because it's so readily available here. But coincidentally, at the same time this past summer of 2015, I had the same emotion come out because somebody wound up Aqua out of Spain wound up developing the same type of process, but for dry heat areas. UTEC's water billboard was designed for high humidity areas where the billboard would extract humidity out of air to create water, and then this gentleman out of Spain wound up creating one where it developed water out of dry heat. And I mean, what's better than there being a solution found for a big problem. That's why I like following innovative stories, their aha moment and what caused them to drive and move forward to find a solution for the problem. So my message is, to all the innovators out there, one, don't ever give up. Don't ever give up on what you're doing. Two, strive for that end result. And three, do not be upset, but revel in the celebration that you were capable of thinking along the same great minds that got together to solve that problem that you were thinking of. So, God bless you guys. Just keep thinking, keep plugging away. Don't ever stop. Just keep going at it, because whatever it is that you do today will be a positive influence on somebody's life one day. So don't ever stop. Don't ever stop. Don't ever quit, and just keep moving forward. You guys are, if you're bright enough to ask the question, you're definitely along those lines of people that get together with individuals that feel the same way. So, celebrate in the fact that you are just as smart as they are, because you too asked the question. I love you guys. Peace out. We are one people, one earth. Have a great weekend.